we basically learn what to do, but also but also to make sure that we master one of the most important basic arts of our trading experience: support, resistance, channels, and trend lines. So, good morning, everybody, and I hope you are basically doing well. Yeah, that's where we are going to put. That is where we want to put our efforts. That's where we want to put our time. And I hope you are ready. And I hope you are ready to learn. So let's get into the topic. And to me, it is one of to me, it is one of the most important topics when it comes to analyzing markets. I know I have skipped the theology of market movement, but what I will take as the most important thing this morning is what we are going to basically dig deep into today. I don't know what's happening with my devices, but let's move. Okay. So support, resistance, trend lines, and channels. This is a very important aspect. So I know by now you have learned how to create your own trading view accounts. You can now use indicators to make entries in the market, basically with no skills, with no other skills of candles that are very important. That maybe we have not, that we have seen, we have looked at moving averages. This is a 20 moving average, a 200 moving average. We have looked at the stochastic RSI and the MACD. Those are basic. And I believe that everybody who has been attending those specific classes uh, can be able now to be able to have basically that starting up point of doing technical analysis, or sorry, of using indicators to make entries. But today, we are not going to base our learning on indicators. So I'll close the indicators. What we want to go into this time around is the ability and the power to trade with no indicators. And so welcome to what we call price action. Okay, welcome to what we call price action. So the ability of a trader to come to a chart, look at a chart, and be able to tell market direction without the use of indicators. That's what we are going to deal with throughout all this week. We are going to be dealing into looking at a special skill that anybody could have. It doesn't matter. This skill basically looks at this ability of you coming on the chart to then be able to determine where you expect the market to go. Remember, trading, like a casino, you want to increase your probability of the market going into your favor than the market going against you. And we are going to start from somewhere. So basically, before we push harder, the first important thing to understand, am I loud and clear? Let me know in the chat. Am I loud and clear? Let me know in the chat before I go slow. I want to move very, very slow when it comes to this topic because it is everything. Everything to do with the trading is what we are dealing with today. Everything to do with trading. Okay? So everything to do with support, resistance, everything to do with the trading sits on this major aspect. If someone can be able to master this subject, then they can be able to trade 110%. But before I dig deep into support and resistance, I want to first talk about the different candlesticks that we have in the market. When you check my chart on top here, if you're using a phone, sorry, if you're using a PC, or if you're using a phone, you will always see things like this down at the bottom of your screen. And once you tap on these two things here, you'll be able to go to chart patterns and you'll be able to change your chart according to the type of candles you want to use. And in today's class, I'll basically talk about 3 chart patterns, okay? And we have what we call the ordinary candles, the ordinary candles. So I will clear my screen, and they are here. We have what we call the candles. These are ordinary candles. They show you what is happening in the market. And they show you what is happening in the market in real time. Okay? They show you what is happening in the market in real time. What is happening right now. Okay? That's what you are able to see in the chart. Now remember, you can never win every trade. Does that ring a bell in your mind? You can never win every trade. I have seen people who complain that why do we receive signals and some signals do not move in our favor? Is my message home? You can never win every trade. So don't get attached when you enter the market and the market doesn't move in your favor. But the reason why you want to learn the skill is to increase your probability of having more wins than the market going against what you think. So we have candles. These are called ordinary candles. They give you real-time data. And on the chart, those of you who have attended in the past, the chart, this side, has a red dotted line if the market is coming down, or a green dotted line if the market is going up. And it usually moves to the price, and it has a time, depending on the time frame. And tomorrow we shall discuss time frame, not today. But choice of candles, they could be of different types. There are these that have bars, okay? There are these that have holes or hollows within them. The red candle is filled. The green candle has a hole within them. Okay, but I'm not going to discuss all of them. They are volume candles. Okay. Now this one, they want me to have paid something. Okay, so they will not work. Okay. All right. So they have lines. These are lines. I love the line, and you will see me talk about it so much. Line with marks. So there are basically so many. But allow me discuss only two types of candles. I will discuss the ordinary candles, and I also discuss another type of candles we call the Hakinashi candles. Okay? So let me discuss these two, then we move into a single candle. What are Hakinashi candles? Hakinashi candles, ladies and gentlemen, are very good candlestick chart patterns. Why? Because they help you understand the trend of the market. Julius, what do you mean by trend? I know I haven't discussed market trends, but I know I will discuss market trends. For example, when we see consistent green candles, we understand that the market is moving up. When we see red consistent candles, we understand that the market is moving down. So the moving of the market up is called an uptrend, and the moving of the market down is called a downward trend. I'm going to discuss trends, but not today. Let's see. So Hakinashi candles, what they do to show you a market trend, they consistently form, let me start with green candles. They consistently form green candles that are flat at the bottom with the wick at the top. And when they want to change the market direction, they start forming either green or red candles that have a wick at the bottom and a wick at the top. But if they want to show you that this coin is in a consistent downward movement, they will form red candles that are flat at the top with a wick at the bottom. So this implies that the market is still continuing in a downward movement. This implies that the market is still continuing in an upward direction. So Hakinashi candles do not provide real-time data. Julius, what do you mean? They provide an average performance. For example, look here. All of you can see that the price of this coin here is $1,736.2 using Hakinashi candles. And when I change my candle chart stick to this, you'll find that this one is giving 1,730.7. Is there a difference? Let me know in the chat. Is there a difference? Is there a difference? Okay. I don't want to force you to type. I don't want to force you to type. But I want to assure you one thing, that if you are not participating, I give you assurance, and I don't want to lie to you. By the end of this call, this information I teach must have confused you. That is the agreement I made with the universe. It is my personal agreement. It is basically, by the way, it's not even an agreement, it is a covenant. If I ask a question and you don't participate, I assure you 100%, what I teach must confuse you. I don't want to lie to you. Me, I don't want to be here and pretend. It must confuse you. Whether you like it, you try it out. You come on these Zooms, you don't participate. At the end of these calls, whatever we'll have taught here, must bring confusion. You will never understand it. I assure you, and it's not a lie. I have the other time I used to pray, but I no longer pray about it. Just understand. When I ask, if you want to understand, participate. But if you don't participate, I assure you, this information will confuse you. I have made this covenant with the universe. And many people ask me why. Because I have not gone to any school to learn these things. I have learned these things from the universe, guys. And that's why I assure you it must confuse you. So basically, that is so when you are trading and you are applying these candles, you are moving from ordinary candles, to Hakinashi candles. Just understand that these Hakinashi candles uh, will not give you real-time data, but they are very important because basically when they are giving you red candles that are flat at the bottom with a wick at the top, they are trying to show you that this coin is on a downtrend. And when they start to form consistent candles that have a wick at the top and a wick at the bottom, basically they are trying to inform you that this particular coin you are trading is changing direction. So if it was moving down, it's now planning to move up. And once it starts forming green candles that are flat at the top, flat at the bottom, with a wick at the top, they are trying to show you that there is market direction change from maybe a downward movement to an upward movement. Is that clear? Let me know in the chat. Then I move next. Is that clear? Let me know in the chat and then I move next. Is that clear? I've seen someone type that I'm not participating, but I'm understanding. Just give it time. Just give it time. You wait when you are alone. You'll say, Julius, I don't understand you. You wait when you are alone. When you are alone on the market like this. That's when you will say, hey, this money, hey, how has he now entered my chat? I will not be available. That's when that's when you will understand. Here it is okay. Here it is okay. You can't say anything. But wait when you are alone on the chat. That's when you say, hey, yes. What did they say here? But let's go. But psychologically, when you participate, you understand better. Okay? Yes. There is a way you are working on your subconscious mind. Okay? There's a way you are working on your subconscious mind. So basically, I hope that is clear. Now let's enter support and resistance. So, question, ladies and gentlemen, what do you see here? You know, I love making trading simple. We can now see, you can now see that we are seeing consistent green candles that are flat at the bottom with a wick at the top. So what would be the interpretation? Do we expect the market to continue going up? Do we expect the market to come down? What is our expectation? What is our expectation? Do we expect the market to go up? Do we expect the market to go down? It's if people, okay, thank you. So I hope that was very important. So you see, when your expectations are right, when you are able to interpret this, okay, when you are able to interpret this, you can decide if you are trading futures to either maintain your downward or shorting of the market or maintain an upward movement of the market. Is my message home? That's why I have taught this. You see, some of you forget very fast. That's why I have taught this. I always have reasons why I teach something. So you were scared. You were on the market and you were scared that I'm worried the market's going to go against me. Move from a current chart, go to the Hakinashi candles. They will help you determine the trend of the market. And trend of the market, like we're gonna see in upcoming classes, is very key for decisions when it comes to trading. Hello. All right. Okay. So let's go. Okay, so I'm very intentional when I'm teaching. So now back to candles. Because we said the other ones do not provide current price. So these ones provide current price and they're usually up and down. Okay, now let's go to support and resistance. All right. So Namukwaya is standing on the floor. Namukwaya is standing on the floor. So where Namukwaya is standing, Namukwaya is being supported. Namukwaya is being supported by the floor. So the floor is supporting Namukwaya to give Namukwaya the ability to stand on the floor. Okay. But so Namukwaya is trying her level best to jump to touch the ceiling. And so when Namukwaya jumps and hits the ceiling, is it possible for Namukwaya to go through the ceiling? Is it possible for Namukwaya to go through the ceiling? Some answers in the chat. Is it possible for Namukwaya to go through the ceiling? No. So the ceiling is the resistance. Okay. So also in our trading approach, we are going to find areas where the market reaches the ceiling and it's like it is failing to go through the ceiling. Hey, sometimes the market will break the ceiling and go through it. And sometimes the market will break the support and go through it like that. But you cannot understand support and resistance on so many candles if you cannot be able to draw support and resistance on one candle. So let's start from the ability and the power to draw support and resistance on one candle. Are we ready? The ability and the power to draw support and resistance on one candle, one single candle. Okay? Then tomorrow we shall start shifting to go in a group of what? Of candles. So let's start. So let's go to one day. We are gonna start in one day. I'm gonna discuss time frame tomorrow. Tomorrow I will come here on time frame. It means that when I say one day, how many hours are in one day? 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 24 hours. I like that. 24 hours. I like that. So, every candle you see here, do you know it has taken 24 hours? This one 24, this one 24, this one 24, this one 24, this one 24. Look here, guys. It has taken this candle so far. Let me go to this one. It has taken this candle here, this one, 24 hours to look like that. Can you imagine? Now someone is typing 12. Jesus Christ on a wooden bicycle by the coming of the wooden cross above the wooden cross, inside the wooden cross, plus the wooden cross going above the wooden cross. Someone is typing. Someone is typing 12 hours. What is happening to my people? Oh. Hey, hey, 12 hours in one day. Guys, make sure when you are here, you don't have family problem. Some people join with family problem. When you come here, forget family problem. If the landlord is demanding you rent, first forget until I finish. When I finish, then you remember landlord, no data, and no food. Hey! But we have 12 hours. So we have 24 hours in one day, okay? So we move. Now look here. You can see if we specifically bring out this candle, this one here, the prices of this candle moved from this place. This was the support. This was the floor. And they failed to go above this one, which is the ceiling. This is the ceiling. So when we are going to draw support and resistance, we are going to come in these drawing tools where they draw, and we are going to pick any. Let us pick maybe the horizontal ray or a line. So we are going to drag the dot to where the market went lowest. The market went lowest there. So this line we have drawn will be called what? Support. And we have drawn it horizontally. And then we are going to say, okay, we have now drawn our support line. Let's bring another line where the market went highest. There, it went highest. Where it stopped to go higher. How many are following now? Where it went lowest is our floor, which we have called support. And where it went highest is our resistance, which we have called the ceiling. Is that hard? We are just on this candle, this one. Now, let's identify it by drawing a vertical line from the many in it. So we are going to just draw a vertical line. So we are going to come there on these drawing tools. We pick up a vertical line. Bam, bam. So we have identified our candle. Eh? Eh? We have identified our candle. Now, I told you that every coin that goes up, there are usually reasons why this coin might go up. You see, this coin is going to be listed on BitGet. I don't know whether it was listed, but 2 days ago, they shared an insight that this coin is going to be listed on BitGet. When this coin gets listed on BitGet, does it get more customers? Let me see in the chat. Does it get more customers? Does it get more customers? So when it gets more customers, will the coin go up? Will the coin come down? Answers in the chat. Will the coin go up? Will the coin come down? If it gets more customers, it will go up. Now you see, this is called fundamental. Here you have done a fundamental analysis. You have also added on drawing line. You see how you are combining technical analysis plus fundamental analysis. Hey, yes, the coin is going to get more customers. Now you are using this thing on your screen. Someone is saying is not understanding anything. But you see, you come on the chat, you find this thing on your chat, you tap on it because it has information. Do you see how it gives you information? Now, this is more confidence that there are higher chances of this coin continuing going what? Up. Are we following? Are we following? Are we following? Is this harder or easier? Because let me tell you, these things are easy as we are talking about them. So, number one, we have picked a candle for yesterday. We have drawn a line at the highest price. We have also drawn a line at the lowest price. We have identified our candle vertical. So let me start off again. I'm not using a pen. I've locked it. Let me start over again. So this is our candle. I have said that if you don't understand how to draw support and resistance on one candle, it will be very hard for you to draw support and resistance on many candles. Give me a one if that is clear. That's why I've started from one candle. So I have picked one candle here. I have drawn, let me pick now a horizontal ray to the lowest price, which is the floor. That is our support. I have also drawn a line to the highest price where this coin went highest, and I have drawn a line. So where it went highest is our ceiling, where it went lowest is our floor. And in the trading aspect, we shall say this is a support line and this is a resistance line. So we are going to, we have said that, just a reminder, we have said that this candle took how many hours to be like this? Some answers in the chat. This candle took how many hours to be like this? Some answers in the chat. We have said that this candle for yesterday, it took how many hours to be like this? Beautiful. 24 hours. I like that. I like that. I like that. So we are going to identify this candle with a vertical line. Bam. Okay. Now, when we move in one day, follow now very closely. When we move in one day and we go in 4 hours, look here, guys. When we move in one day and we go in 4 hours, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Four. Each candle here has 4 hours, right? It means when we, in one day, each candle has 24 hours. When we come in 4 hours, each candle has taken 4 hours. How many are still following? Here, each candle was taking 24 hours. Now, here, each candle takes 4 hours. So 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know whether it is right, but let's see. So, how many hours of 4 are in one day? Eh? Now someone is still talking about 4 days. Please make sure I don't get confused. How many hours of 4? You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 6 candles here, you see these 6 candles here. Do you know that they make up one day? Because each of them takes 4 hours. How many are following? How many are following? In one day, we had one candle because we are saying the full day that has 24 hours is represented by one candle. But when we come in 4 hours, it means that each candle here takes 4 hours to be complete. One takes 4 hours each. Now someone is getting confused that I said that one day has one candle. But this was one day. A full day has one candle that has 24 hours. But when we come in a 4-hour time frame, each candle takes 4 hours to be complete, which means that we need 6 candles, each of 4 hours, to have a full day. Are we following? 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 Question. Question. Did this candle break? Did this candle break our ceiling? Did this candle break our ceiling? Give me a 2 if it's a yes. Give me a no. We drew this line in one day. Question. Did this candle break our ceiling? Did the candle break our ceiling? Did the candle break our ceiling? You see, this candle was below our ceiling. And remember, back to Coach Mopiwa's class, we said that a green candle starts below and goes up. So where it starts is called the open, and where it ends is called the close. So as a trader, I would say that this candle opened below my line and closed above my line. Are we following? Are we following? As a trader, I would say that the green candle opened below my line and closed above my line. And in trading, we would say this is called a breakout candle. This is called a breakout candle. What is a breakout candle? A breakout candle is a candle that opens below. It is a green candle, a red candle that opens below your line and closes above your line. This could be called a breakout candle. Still, it would be a breakout candle that would have opened above our line if it was a red candle. Let me bring it. If it is a red candle, Remember we said in our classes with Coach Mopiwa that a red candle opens from here and closes from here. That's why red candles bring prices down and green candles bring prices up. So it would be a breakout red candle that opened above our support line and closed below it, meaning this is signaling that this coin is going to move down. This is signaling that there are higher chances of this coin moving up. Why? Because a breakout candle that started below our resistance line and closed above it. How many are now following? Now we have started serious business. So when I come and I open my coin, I'm passing by and I say, hey, oh, something big is about to happen. Why? Because a green candle has opened below my line and closed above my line. So this one is called a breakout candle. In our coming classes, I'll talk about a confirmation candle. A candle that confirms this breakout, that this breakout is real or this breakout is fake. But we shall get there. We shall get there. So now we were in one day. And now we have come in 4 hours. Now let's go to 1 hour. Let's count these candles. Let's count these candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. These have been 24 candles. And these 24 candles make up one day. And so what's happening here? Number one, we can see a breakout candle, a green candle that started below our line and closed above it. Can we all see that? This one, it's called a breakout candle. Started below our ceiling, broke in above our ceiling and stayed above it, which means that there are higher chances of this coin continuing going up than chances of this coin going down. If it was a red candle, like this one, if it had closed down here like this, then we would say this coin, instead of planning to go up, is going to plan going down. Now, let me move from 1 hour and I go in 30 minutes. Let me move from 1 hour and I go in 30 minutes. So question, how many candles of 30 minutes are in 1 hour? How many candles of 30 minutes are in 1 hour? Hey, I hate mathematics. I hate mathematics. Mathematics annoys me. Me, I'm not a mathematician. You must become one if you want money. You must become one if you want money. Why do you know to say this is $1,000? This, hey, how many candles of 30 minutes are in 1 hour? Now that question is different from how many candles. That question, how many candles of 30 minutes are in 1 hour, is different from how many candles of 30 minutes make up a single candle of 1 hour. You see, those two questions are different. You see, you might be suffering mentally of copying a wrong answer and typing it in the chat. You might suffer, may I tell you. Trust your instincts. Don't copy a wrong answer in the chat. You are like, but I say everybody is typing 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, why everybody? Everybody is typing 2, 2, 2. Let me type also. Okay, so basically, ladies and gentlemen, in 1 hour, we shall basically have 2 candles each of 30 minutes. Okay? But in one day, how many candles? In one day, how many candles? Each of 30 minutes. Each of 30 minutes will make up one single candle of one day. Let me know. Some are typing 24, some are typing 48. So let's. So we had the 24 candles in one day. People are still getting confused. Now, I don't want to confuse you when you're already confused. But just go to your calculator. Just go to your calculator. Hmm? 24 times 2. Someone says I'm confusing you. Am I confusing you? But I know where I will bring that. If you are confused, let me leave you. Now, what do you want me to take step by step? It's you is it's you is confusing yourself. What do you want me to take step by step? It's you is confusing yourself. Me, I'm not I'm not the problem. Now, okay, so I will just find a way of keeping things simple. If people have reached here 30 minutes, I wanted to go. But in simple terms, let me keep it simple for you. 1 minute. If there is a candle of 1 minute, it means this takes 1 minute for this candle to be complete. If I would go in 3 minutes, I would have three candles, each of 1 minute, that are now being represented by one candle, calling it a 3-minute candle. Okay, just follow. Let me remove the confusion. If in 1 minute I had one candle, if I would have gone to 3 minutes, I would have three candles, each of 1 minute, but it comes as one candle of 3 minutes. In simple terms, it means that when I come in 3 minutes, I have a big picture, a summary of the so many candles of 1 minute that I would have got. Is that clear? When I come to 5 minutes, I will have one candle 5 minutes. But if I would transfer all the candles in 1 minute, I would have five candles, each of 1 minute. But I have a single candle that represents 5 minutes. When I go to 15 minutes, okay, when I got 15 minutes to say, I have one candle that has taken 15 minutes to be complete. But if I would transfer this back to 1 minute, I have 15 candles that are making up 1 minute that would appear in one candle. Is that clear? Take away your confusion if you are confused. I'm just helping you understand. You see, if mathematics is getting confused, now I'm simplifying mathematics for you. So it means that if I would go in 30 minutes, if I go in 30 minutes, I have one candle 30 minutes. That this candle, if I would go back to 1 minute, I would have 30 candles, each of 1 minute appearing in this single candle. Which means that if I would go in 15 minutes, I would have two candles. I would have two candles, but now I'm getting one candle 30 minutes. Like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. That when I go in 1 hour, I would have 60 candles, each of 1 minute, that is appearing in one candle. But now I have a single candle. I have a single candle that is representing the 60 minutes as a single candle. Is it now okay? Now simple terms. What is time frame? I have explained it. Time frame is simple. 1 hour is a bigger picture, while 1 minute is a small picture. It means that 1 minute breaks down a big candle of 1 hour into small, small units of 1 minute. Do you copy? Give me a 2 if you copy. 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 No one in the world can teach crypto as we do. We are very different. We are very different. Now, this is where words come from. Are you a scalper? Why do they say scalper? The reason why they say scalper is that this guy looks at the market in this smaller time frame, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes and below. He looks at the small details of the bigger picture. He's scalping the market. He looks at those small, tiny movements of the market. That's why this guy is called a scalper. Anybody who looks at the market from 15 minutes and below, 15, 5, 3, 1. Guys, here things are like nobody's business. Let's go to 1 minute. Can you see? Can you see? Look here. I want you to see. Can you see? What is happening here, guys, is that you are getting the smallest detail of what is happening right now in the market. Am I speaking to somebody? You are using, in simple terms, as a scientist, you are using a microscope. You are using a microscope to see an atom. You see, a block is made up of atoms, but atoms are made up of quarks. So basically, this guy is looking at these small quarks that are making up that big candle of 1 hour. Now, the difference is that this one is looking at a small picture and the other one is looking at a bigger picture. The one who's looking at the market in 1 minute is looking at the detail that makes up this big candle of 30 minutes. So if someone is looking at the market in 1 minute, they are looking at the detail. How many are understanding? Now, this is one of the most important classes because once this is clear, when you are checking the market in 1 minute, you are looking at the small picture of the market. So, question. If I'm looking at the market in 1 minute and you are looking at the market in 1 day, who will get out of the market faster? Who will get out of the market faster? Answers in the chat. If I'm looking at the market in 1 minute and you are looking at the market in 1 day, who will get out of the market faster? Thank you, the guy on 1 minute. Why? Could you back it up with an answer? I'm about to finish my class. Would you back this up with an answer? The answer is simple. The answer is simple. This guy is making an earlier entry in the market. This guy is making an earlier entry in the market. How many are now understanding? I want to make sure, because if you don't understand this class that I'm teaching, my coming classes will confuse you. And these are simple basics of trading. And that's why some people call themselves scalpers. Because for them, they go and look at markets in 15 minutes and below. That's why Royal Q is very good. The reason why Royal Q is telling you to use indicators like RSI, indicators like MACD, indicators like KDJ, is to find a golden cross that is happening in 15 minutes so that once it rises, you take your profit. And that's why in that class, when I'm teaching, I tell you to keep your take profit 1.2 or 1.3. Don't put 3%. How many are now understanding why I teach that way? I say when you use your MACD, don't put a bigger take profit because you are getting a microscopic view of the big picture of the market. And me, I need 5. Can you get 5 with a microscopic view? It is not easy. Do we copy? Do we copy? So the reason they are called scalpers, they look at the market at a lower time frame. And you see, now there are other classes of traders. So question, if you want to be a scalper, you either use, Royal Q is saving you that energy by giving you indicators. So if you don't have indicators, don't you see that if you want to be a scalper, you need to be on the market? Give me some answers in the chat. That's why I teach you to use Royal Q. If you want to be a scalper, don't you see that if you are not having indicators, you need to be on the market? You need to be on the market. Number two, we have seen that here you will spend less time in the market. But question, isn't this very stressful? Isn't this very stressful? Because you see, few minutes it was going up, then it changes, it goes down. You are not breathing oxygen. Here, your eye must be seeing very well. Your eye must be seeing very well. Your eye. That's why I started with the indicators. You know, some of you don't understand me. That's why I started with the indicators. Are you now seeing my reasons of approach? That's why I started with you here on the indicators. That even if you don't know what I'm talking about right now, you can go in your Royal Q. Chat. My chat is getting stubborn, man. You see, you can go in Royal Q. You see, in 15 minutes, because now I know you understand time frame. You see, if you had entered this coin when it was, which area is this? If you are using the tool, you use, for you, you are saying whenever the coin gets in the oversold area, which is below 20, let me draw there a line. Let me draw a line. Let me draw a line on this tool. Let me draw a horizontal line at 20. So I'll just draw the line. And then I'll come on these 3 dots. No, this setting icon. And then I give it a coordinate of 20. Then I'll give it a style, the color. Let me give it this. All right. So you see, if you are using the Royal Q indicator to trade this coin, look here, guys. Look here, just follow through. You just instruct your robot that when the RSI gets below 20, my robot will buy. Is that hard? Let me know. Is that hard? So once it gets here, it buys. So it means that if we go back to what I taught you in the past, just a reminder, I'll drag this line at where this cross happened, which means it's around there. So now let me delete it. So let me draw a particular, oh, good morning, mommy. How are you? So you had entered from there. I haven't handled support and resistance, but I will. We are still on the basics. So when I come to measure my take profit, all this we are going to talk about from here to here. You see this 2.7. Do you see this 2.7? Bingo, in the pocket. So if you are taking 1.3, you already have your money. Back to Hakinashi candles. So how does this help you? So if you are able to interpret a coin, like we are going to see that this coin is on an uptrend. So you are trading in a lower time frame, it means that you are scalping the market. Hello? How many are still following? You are scalping the market. But if you don't have the time to be on the market, you apply the RSI that whenever this coin moves up from here and comes down to below 20, my robot buy. When it rises by 1.2, my robot sell. And you trade many coins. Are we following? That is when you are sure that this coin is on an upward trend. Remember, how are you? Hi. Morning. Morning, mommy. You are brushing teeth. Have you learned something today? I have not even finished why I came here, but I don't want to overtake. Have you been able to learn something today? So I would like to stop there. I know there is a lot I am supposed to talk about, but learning is learning is a process. If you can't use MACD, please go back and watch those videos. Question: have I taught you how to use RSI? Have I taught you how to use MACD to trade? Let me know in the chat. Because guys, you cannot take me to where I've done. Me, it is unfair for me to keep repeating. When I finish something, I don't come back. Now I've finished this. I'm not coming back tomorrow about this. Now tomorrow, I'll focus on support and resistance. I have taught you how to use RSI. I have taught you how to use MACD even before I come here. Me, there is somewhere I start from. You trade before you understand. It doesn't matter whether it's spot or futures. But I know on Wednesday we shall still come back and teach the other thing. You see these coins now going up. You remember? You remember where we started and we said it had broken our line. How many of you remember? I don't know. I think I will do. Remember, I told you that it had broken our line. And when it broke our line, it was a confirmation that this coin is going to move up. So today we have learned a little bit to draw a line at the lowest price and to draw a line at the highest price. Okay. We have learned that you can draw a line at the lowest price on a single candle, and you can draw a line at the highest price on a single candle. Then tomorrow, we are going to learn how to draw a line on a group of candles. Mr. Anthony says, me, I want to know how to use trading view. What is the problem with the trading view? What's the problem with your trading view? Trading view is an app that you download. When you download, you create a watch list. When you create a watch list, you now know these green candles are for buyers, these red candles are for sellers. Someone is asking, is there a way to access the previous lessons? Yes, go to a YouTube channel called the Crypto Ambassadors. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that has been enough for today. If you have learned something, give me a yes in the chat. Hope to see you tomorrow. Someone is saying, you promised to teach us Hakinash candles. Did I talk about Hakinash candles today? Have I talked about Hakinash candles today? Let me know in the chat. I have done so. I have discussed Hakinash candles. You came late, my brother. I told you this is spot. I have discussed Akinash candles. And okay, maybe if you are asking for signal, but those who are trading signals, did we share this coin RVN on our trading? Did we discuss this coin called RVN on our trading? Did we send it as a signal? I will discuss a confirmation candle. When I'm teaching the information, I don't want to confuse you with a lot. Just know I know a lot, but I teach things at the right time. I will teach you at the right time. I know how to teach something when it is necessary. Eh, I don't teach anything if it's not necessary. Okay, so traders in the house. Here is a signal for shorting. Traders in the house. Here is a signal for shorting. You can short this coin. Shorting means you are buying at this price and you are selling. Very soon I'll start blocking these signals. 3% that give a 5x. If you give a 5x, it will sell when your percentage drop is at, if you give a 5x, just understand, if you give a 5x, it will sell at 3 times 5. It will sell when it is at 15%. When this coin goes in your 5x, it will sell at 15%. If you give a 10x, it will sell when it is at 30%. So meaning that by the time it reaches 3%, if you give a 5x, it will sell at 15%. If you enter this coin called DEX, it is in futures in Royal Q. If you put a 10%, it will sell when the profit percentage is at 30%. Those of you who know what to do, take action. This is free money. This is free money. If you put a 5x, it will sell at 15%. If you don't understand, guys, it is not a crime not to be understanding. Some people have been in the business for a longer time. Some have been in the business in a shorter time. Is that clear? Give me one in the chat if it is clear. If you have just started, go through the learning process. It's not us who told you not to join the business very fast. There is no pressure. There are people who have been in the business for a longer time. Now this is for them. Newbies, I'm not for you. I'm not the one who kept on being online. It is a scam. It is a scam. It is a scam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cryptocurrency doesn't work. Calm down. When the right time comes for me to talk about what you are saying, I'll talk about it. This is a 3-month syllabus. I'm not the problem. You were everywhere. It is a scam. This is futures. What I'm sharing now is futures. Go short this coin. Those of you who are trading, who are shorting the coin, if you put a 5x, it will sell at 15%. If you put a 10x, it will sell at 30%. Period. Trade a single coin. When it sells, move away. Short this coin. Make money. Short this coin. Take profit 3%. That will be 30% with a 10x. It will be a 15% with a what? With a 5x. If you don't understand, it's okay. Someone is asking, are we done with the sport? My friend, I don't know when you joined. It's none of my business. Me, I'm teaching all market directions. There is no specific for this is sport, this is futures. Hey, I'm not the problem. If you don't understand when I'm talking about shorting, don't worry. At the right time, you will understand. I'm not here to explain myself. If you understand, go make money. If you don't understand, it is okay for now. You will understand. Go through the learning process. I'm not the problem. I'm not the one who told you to join it. If you understand, there is no future class today. This is if you have been on these classes. By the way, let me ask you, how many of you have attended those classes and now you know what to do? Let me know in the chat, because we have done them for 3 weeks now. You now know what I'm talking about, and you are going to make money. So you see, me, I'm speaking to the right people. There are some right people here. Hey, there are some right people here. Hey, so those who know what to do, go make money. Those who know what to do, when I am coming here, I will give signals for both futures and spot. Those who know what to do, go make money. Those who don't know, it is okay. Those who don't know, it is okay. You are also going to understand at the right time. I wish you a good day. Go make money. Put a 5x, it will sell at 15%. Put a 10x, it will sell at 30%. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, don't worry. Throughout this week, you will understand what I'm talking about. Done. Thank you so much. It is not in a bad way. I see someone is saying, but you man, you are bad. I cannot start explaining isolated. I cannot start explaining cross margins here, how to do. Me, I cannot explain everything today. You must have been attending classes. The coin is there. The coin is there. So, see you tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. East Africa Standard Time. It is 6:30 Nigerian time. It depends on your time zone. If the meeting is you don't find it here, then the meeting is streamed live onto the YouTube channel, Crypto. What is the rudeness for the ignorance? Am I rude? Let me know in the chat. Guys, am I rude? I'm not rude. By the way, me, I'm never rude. You are taking it personal, Rafael. Me, I'm not rude. I'm not rude. Let me know. Am I rude, guys? Me, I'm not rude. I'm not. I'm just saying I'm not the problem. Me, I'm not rude, guys. No, I'm not the problem, because 4 years we are teaching the same thing. There are people who know what we are talking about, and I'm telling them to take action. So you start from sport. We have given you a sport signal. Grace is saying you are very rude. No, I'm not. I'm not rude. You just keep attending training, because you are also going to understand at the right time. You see, when you have just started eating food, you cannot eat everything. I don't know if someone is understanding. You cannot eat everything. So that's why we send you signals. Number one, learn to use a signal. Yes, that is the time. When morning, 7, 8:30. Yes, that is the time. The coin cannot start a new strategy. It has a tagger mode. Are you sure? Let me check up. I'm not trading it right now, but let's check it up. 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 Okay. So just come on your futures, tap on manage, tick futures, add all coins. Step 1. Let's check for the coin. Search. The coin is called Dexy. It is not on Binance. Let's check with HTX. Mm. How did I get it? Many of these don't do futures. Mm. It is on. How many of you can see it? It is here. It is on this exchange called Bybit. If you are using Binance, I think, and HTX, you don't have the coin. Let's check and see. Yeah, HTX users, Binance users, you don't have the coin. It's not a crime. Don't take it personal. So people who are using Bybit, take the advantage. You may not be in all exchanges, so it's not a loss. So if you can't get it, let those with Bybit, please enjoy. It's not bad. Those who traded Binance with the RVR, I hope you are out spot. So I'll also discuss something, but in the coming days, let me not confuse you. Those who took RVR, I hope you are out. The coin is in. You see, in spot, you can't. The coin is here, but you can't short it in spot. But those who are doing, those who have Bybit, take advantage. If you don't have it, it's not a crime. If you don't have Bybit, it's not a crime. Okay. Is that okay, guys? It's not a crime. It is for guys who have Bybit. It's not a crime. Leave it, go in peace. The good thing we shared the other one, RNVR. Okay. I hope that's enough for today. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you want too much from me. Some of you want too much from me. But I hope I have done my best. Some of you want too much from me. Guys, have a good day. Just some of you want too much from me. But what you have got today is enough. You cannot fix everything in one day.